WWE Wrestlepalooza delivered one of the most shocking reveals in recent memory when The Undertaker made his grand return on his iconic motorcycle. Fans were expecting nostalgia, but instead he parked the bike directly in front of Nick Khan, WWE President, and Stephanie McMahon before announcing live that Stephanie McMahon will officially be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026. The crowd erupted at the announcement, realizing Stephanie will follow her husband, Triple H, by being honored just 1 year later, creating one of the most powerful Hall of Fame back-to-back inductions in WWE history. The Undertaker's reveal was more than just an announcement. It was symbolic. By having the dead man himself serve as the messenger, WWE cemented Stephanie's role as a trailblazer and a future Hall of Famer who has reshaped the women's division, corporate growth, and global expansion of the company. The choice to announce it at Wrestlepalooza instead of a smaller event shows WWE's intent to make her induction a headline story. The crowd's reaction confirmed this was one of the most emotional moments of the entire night, the main event between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship closed Wrestlepalooza, but fans left with mixed reactions. The match felt rushed and incomplete, with deliberate moments that hinted at a rematch down the road. Referee positioning played a key role as Cody and Drew battled, with one spot seeing the official out of place during a near fall that would have given Drew the championship. Later, the referee was accidentally caught in the action as Drew attempted a claymore, missing his opponent and crashing through the announce table instead. These moments felt less like accidents and more like storytelling setups for the inevitable rematch. Cody Rhodes retained the championship in the end, but the match quality felt more like a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown main event than a marquee play bout. Fans expected fireworks from two of the top workers in the company, but WWE's creative decision was to hold back, creating anticipation for a bigger showdown in the coming months. With Crown Jewel in Australia and Survivor Series looming, speculation is running wild about when Cody and Drew will finally deliver the five-star clash that fans demand. AJ Lee's shocking in-ring return dominated headlines as she teamed with CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in a mixed tag team match. For AJ, this was her first official WWE match in 10 years, and all eyes were on how she would perform after a decade away from the squared circle. While never considered one of the greatest technical wrestlers, AJ looked crisp, comfortable, and very solid throughout the contest. She showcased signature offense, including her trademark Black Widow submission, proving she still belongs at the highest level. The match layout was a throwback to the 1980s, with a slow build and a heavy heat segment on CM Punk as Rollins and Lynch dominated the pace. The storytelling emphasized AJ's resilience and highlighted her eventual triumph when Becky Lynch tapped out to the Black Widow. This unselfish move by Becky ensured AJ's return felt like a massive success and showed WWE's commitment to protecting AJ as a legitimate star in today's women's division. Fans online immediately trended AJ Lee, praising her performance and celebrating her long-awaited comeback. The creativity in the mixed tag match deserves credit. Rollins and Lynch played their heel roles to perfection, isolating Punk for long stretches and making AJ's eventual hot tag feel monumental. The psychology of the match proved WWE agents carefully crafted the contest to maximize AJ's strengths while minimizing potential weaknesses after so many years away. It wasn't designed to be a five-star classic, but as a comeback showcase, it was nearly flawless. Social media buzz confirmed AJ Lee is officially back in WWE, and the door is now wide open for major rivalries against top women like Rhea Ripley, Bayley, and Io Sky. The Brock Lesnar vs. John Cena match was another Wrestlepalooza headline that had fans buzzing. This marked Lesnar's first match in over 2 years and Cena's last PLA match before his planned retirement at the end of 2025. The bout started with Lesnar dominating early, but Cena stormed back with a barrage of attitude adjustments. For a moment, the crowd believed Cena might score the upset. However, Lesnar shifted gears and launched into a brutal sequence of German suplexes followed by multiple F5 South that left Cena unable to recover. The match was clearly designed to mirror their infamous SummerSlam clash a decade ago, where Lesnar annihilated Cena. This time, the destruction wasn't as once, but the storytelling was the same. Brock Lesnar is an unstoppable force, and John Cena's time at the top has passed. Fans watched as Lesnar planted Cena repeatedly, creating a definitive end to their rivalry. Cena walked away battered, but the ovation he received afterward proved the fans recognized a symbolic passing of the torch. Lesnar is now set up as a central figure in WWE programming for the next year. Paul Heyman's involvement in Lesnar's return was another major twist. Heyman personally introduced Brock Lesnar before the match, hinting that their legendary pairing could be restored. While Heyman remains aligned with Roman Reigns, the possibility of a double agent storyline or shocking betrayal has fans speculating about a Lesnar-Reigns confrontation down the road. The peanut butter and jelly dynamic between Brock and Heyman is too good to ignore, and WWE clearly knows fans crave that reunion. One of the night's biggest surprises came in the tag team division as Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed scored a decisive victory over the reunited USOs. Comeback was promoted heavily as a feel-good reunion, but WWE chose to elevate Breaker and Reed instead, giving them the biggest win of their young partnership. Heading into WrestlePalooza, the powerhouse duo had an unimpressive 4-3 record as a team, but their victory over one of the greatest tag teams of all time legitimized them as a dominant force moving forward. The match had drama outside of the ring as well. LA Knight served as the special guest referee, teasing his long-anticipated heel turn throughout the contest. One key moment saw Jey Uso nearly strike LA Knight with a steel chair, planting seeds for a future rivalry between the two. Knight's positioning and subtle interference hinted strongly at a heel run, and WWE seems poised to pull the trigger on an LA Knight versus Jey Uso feud soon. Fans are already debating whether Knight will be elevated into the main event scene through this storyline, as many believe WWE continues to underutilize him. The victory for Breaker and Reed signals WWE's intent to push them as a premier tag team, potentially setting up a collision with the Judgment Day or DIY. Fans expressed concern online about WWE overbooking the USOs in repeated feuds. Social media sentiment was clear. The WWE Universe wants new matchups, not endless rematches involving the same 5 wrestlers. If WWE avoids recycling this rivalry, Breaker and Reed could emerge as future tag team champions, solidifying their place as breakout stars. The fan reaction to AJ Lee's comeback was overwhelming. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok exploded with clips of her locking in the Black Widow on Becky Lynch, with fans calling it one of the greatest comeback moments of the decade. Hashtags like hashtag AJ Lee returns and hashtag WrestlePalooza trended worldwide. WWE superstars past and present also reacted, with Paige, Natalya, and even Bayley posting praise for AJ's performance. The locker room clearly views her as a pioneer whose influence shaped the current women's division, and her return is being treated as a seismic shift. Backstage reports following WrestlePalooza indicated that AJ Lee will be a regular fixture on television moving forward. WWE officials were said to be blown away by her conditioning, charisma, and ability to connect instantly with fans after a decade away. Creative reportedly already has long-term plans for her, potentially involving a high-profile singles feud heading into WrestleMania season. With CM Punk also back as a full-time performer, WWE is positioning the power couple as one of its hottest acts. The Hall of Fame announcement for Stephanie McMahon also sparked huge backstage reactions. Several superstars were seen applauding during rehearsals, with many expressing gratitude for Stephanie's behind-the-scenes role in helping elevate women's wrestling. Online, fans debated whether she deserves the honor, but her decades of work as an on-screen authority figure, executive, and ambassador make her induction inevitable. Having The Undertaker deliver the news only added credibility, ensuring this will be remembered as a legendary reveal. The future of Drew McIntyre after WrestlePalooza remains uncertain. Despite losing to Cody Rhodes, the storytelling of the match made it clear Drew is far from finished. WWE intentionally booked the bout with controversial spots and missed opportunities, signaling their plan for a rematch. Fans expect the two will clash again, possibly at Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. Many believe Drew could ultimately dethrone Cody, as his heel persona has gained major traction and he continues to deliver some of the most intense promos of his career.